Hey everybody, it's Julie Skolnick from With Understanding Comes Calm. Welcome to the Gifted and Distractible vlog. Today I want to talk to you about communication. Communication is hard. Let's just call it what it is. It's hard when neurotypical humans want to communicate with one another. It's hard when neurodiverse humans want to communicate with one another. But when you get parents of twice exceptional children and teachers of twice exceptional children trying to communicate with each other, doing the best they can, sometimes the communication goes off the rails. So why is that? Why is communication so darn hard? Well, first of all, there are assumptions that occur. There are issues of control, and there's emotions that come into play, right? So with our twice exceptional children in particular, and actually with twice exceptional people everywhere and at every stage of their life, there are a lot of negative and incorrect assumptions that are made about them. Whether it's assumed that they're lazy, they don't care, they don't really want to try, it's not worth their time, they are disrespectful. All of these assumptions come into play based on this very uneven profile, which is usually called asynchronous development, where we see incredible strengths and then just as confusing, surprising struggles at the other end. And so frequently we might ask, why can you do this, but you can't do that? And so assumptions are made. Parents think, my kid, they're not living up to their potential. The teacher's not trying hard enough. Or teachers are thinking, the parents are making them work hard enough. And they're just being lackadaisical, or whatever those assumptions are. They do not help in the communication between parents and teachers. Then we have control. Okay, if you're a parent, you've been trying to control from the moment you conceived, right? Like all the things you eat and all the things you do and all the things the doctors you see, and then the baby comes and then you're trying to control everything without this baby even being able to communicate with you, and then somehow they keep growing and they still can't communicate with you, it seems. Our 2E people sometimes seem to be on a different planet. So this lack of control is pretty scary. And if you're the teacher in a classroom with a 2E or several 2E children, you also feel like you don't have control. So then we start parenting or teaching or communicating from a place of fear. Last but not least is emotions. And I talk about emotions a lot because emotional overexcitability, intensity, sensitivity, all those beautiful, passionate qualities of our 2E people. Well, when we're in our amygdala, our primitive brain, it's like it hijacks the road that leads to the executive brain or the prefrontal cortex. And so we're not really thinking rationally. And that, again, negatively affects our communication. So what are parents and teachers to do? Well, the first thing you've got to do, really, guys, the first thing you got to do is give each other the benefit of the doubt. I know this is hard. Parents, I know you've been burned before. Teachers, I know you're exhausted and lack support. But if you're not collaborating and teaming up together to support and help and guide this 2E child, nobody wins. So try to give each other the benefit of the doubt. Parents recognize how pressured teachers are, how little time they have, how little support they have. And teachers, please recognize how hard parents of 2E kids are working and how often they've been burned in the past and how much their kids are suffering and probably taking it out at home. So the first step is to really give each other the benefit of the doubt, and then to sit down at the table, commiserate, validate, acknowledge each other's experience, and try to brainstorm what you think is going to work by basing it on the child's strengths and passions. And of course, include the child in your decision-making when you're trying to strategize to help him, her, or they learn lagging skills and maintain their love of learning. Thanks so much for listening.